Hey, what's up YouTube? Heavy coming to you, Captain Awesome's Fish Room, Jeff Chroma's Pro Vibe, bringing y'all a video after a long ass time. Woo, it's been a while, but you know, I've been doing some stuff, breaking down tanks, getting rid of these fish and that fish, growing out these other fish, and just, but a lot of y'all know, if y'all follow me on Facebook, that I've been setting up a reef tank, which you can see right there. You can see the top of it right behind me. And I'm really getting into it, I've never done reefing before, but I have to say it's been a lot of fun, and setting it up thus far has been quite the journey, quite the ride. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to show y'all what was going on. We'll go take a look. Well, I don't know. We might take a look at the fish room. There's not many fish in there right now. Big rig is there. A few other fish I'm growing out for the shop. And the gulper and the wolf. And everything else is gone. Yeah. Surprising. The planted tank is gone. The stand is almost gone. That's not there anymore. Broke down a lot of stuff. I started, it's not that I'm getting out of the hobby by any means. It's just, I really wanted to get into saltwater and experience that a little bit, and my fish room was taking a lot of time away from me, and it didn't really allow for anything new like a reef tank. And that's not to say they're any harder or anything like that. I mean, if you understand the nitrogen cycle and you get the basic principle of what you need to do, then really the only difference is the stuff that you need is just more expensive, to be honest. At least that's what I've found, a lot of times, some people don't see it that way or whatever, but I know I can buy, a chunk of Java moss or something for $6.99 to $9.99 or whatever. You want to go get some corals or something, you're easily going to spend, I don't know, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. So, yeah, it's just more expensive, and then you got, stuff like protein skimmers that you have to do, and those things get expensive for a good one. Like $300 is the one that is how much the one that I have running, that's its retail price. And then the tank alone, the 60 back there with the stand, and the overflow, I think, I don't know, retail, I think it was like 600, I want to say, something like that. It's not too bad, and it's not to say that you can only use this tank for a saltwater tank or a reef tank. By any means, you can use it for freshwater. I mean, there's nothing special besides it's drilled with an overflow box. I mean, that's the only difference. Some people say that there's special silicone or something like that. That's absolute baloney. But yeah, so I figured, I kind of give y'all a little update, walk y'all through what I got going on right now with this reef tank behind me, and tell y'all what I'm waiting on. Really, the only thing I'm waiting on is the lighting. I'm doing this really cool LED setup that will allow me to grow any coral I want. And yeah, and it's completely programmable. It has a phase up, phase down, moon cycles, lightning. It's all this stuff. It's really nice. They use them up at the shop that I work at. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all the reef tank, what we got going on so far. I'll show y'all under the hood and inside the tank. Don't mind the rock work that I have going on right now. I'm getting kind of frustrated with that. I've been playing with it for I think 3 days now, so don't pay too much attention to that. That's not permanent. I'm trying to ease into that. It's not like aquascaping a planted tank. Well, it kind of is, but then it's kind of not, because you want like shelves, you want like layers, so where like say you want to put some corals on the sand and then you want to go the next layer up so you can put some you know, more light needing corals on that one, and then you go another step up and then another step, kind of like a stair step, but you kind of, I mean, you want it to still look good. So I'm still playing with that, so I tore it all apart and then I just set them down all on top of each other, and that's where they're at right now. They actually look, they look semi-decent. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but I'll show you all that. I'll show you the protein skimmer I'm using. The protein skimmer I'm using, I'm not sure I'm set on this one. I may go to a different one, but I needed to get a protein skimmer in there because I'm going to start adding things pretty soon, and I needed a protein skimmer. So I went ahead and got this one. I mean, it's a good one. It's nothing, you know, to brag about or anything like that, but it's still a good one. So we'll take a look at all that. I hope you all are excited because I'm excited to bring it to you. Let's go. All right, so here it is. It's a 60 cube. You can see how it's drilled right back there. You can see the overflow box. All that fun stuff back there. And it comes out to two little, well, I forget what that stuff's called, but there's all my live rock. That's about 68 pounds. 68 pounds I think that is. Still going to get a few more rocks. I'm looking for a certain piece. I don't know what it looks like yet, but I'll know when I see it. Those of you that have set up a reef tank will know what I mean when I say that. I didn't even know what that meant until, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's visible from all sides. But yeah, I just stacked them up in there. I tore it all down, and I didn't want my sand to be all covered for whatever reason, and I just stacked it all back up. So, but I got the styrofoam box right here. Then I'm gonna, you know, that's what I've been using to put the rock in and take it in and out. So here's the sump I'm using. It's an eShops RS75. It's their limited edition. It's their 3rd generation limited edition sump series. It's a really good sump. You know, it's made for aquariums up to 75 gallons, I think. Oh yeah, I guess that's the RS75 in there. But anyways, it's an eShops, and let me show it to you here. Let me get the flashlight. Here we go. You can see the water comes from up there, flows down through that gray tube there, and then goes in right there, spills down, and then overflows to the micron bag or sock, whatever you want to call it. And then from there, it actually comes out of the eShops logo right there where the light's pointing, right there by the protein skimmer, into the protein skimmer chamber. And the protein skimmer that I'm using is actually a Marineland Insub Protein Skimmer 100. And as y'all can tell, this isn't in my fish room. It's out, I guess this is my dining room. I don't know, it's a little room right next to my foyer. But this is the protein skimmer I'm using for now. You know, it's not bad. I mean, it works decent. I don't have anything for it to skim right now, so the bubbles it's still breaking in and everything. But I got it all adjusted to where it needs to be. You can see the bubbles just barely at the base of the cone right there. And then from there, it spills over right there, which is what they call a little bubble trap action. And then I was using a Mag 7 as a pump, the Danner pumps, mag drives, but it didn't fit inside the pump chamber. So I had to go with one of these Rio 2100s, which moves a little bit more water than the mag drive, but the mag drives, I don't know, I think they push harder. Me personally, I don't know. You can see how it has a little water line thing there. And if the water ever gets stuck over here in the micron bag, it's actually vented to where it'll spill over. And then if anything ever happens over here, to where this chamber fills up and this chamber can't compensate or whatever, then it'll spill over here. So it's a pretty cool design. And then from there it goes back up into the other PVC, back out through the lock line there, and out through 2 little nozzles into the tank. Now, I didn't do the dry start method. I used live rock that's been cured already from the shop that I work at, as well as live sand. You can see all that stuff down there. I had a bunch of shells laying around. I don't know what happened. I think my son got them out. But yeah, so I went with the live rock method, and for one simple reason, you know, it has all the goodies that I want anyway. And you know, a lot of people complain about bristleworms and stuff, you know, hitchhikers and stuff like that, which, you know, it's all fine and dandy, and you know, if you don't want to do it that way, that's fine. But there's nothing wrong with bristleworms, you know. I mean, they stir up your sand, they eat uneaten food. If you have a fish die all back inside your rocks or something, they're going to take care of that for you. And I mean, now it sucks when you touch them, because well, not everybody's hand will swell up, but when I touch them, like the other day I touched one on my middle finger when I was packaging up some coral for a guy. And my middle finger and my thumb swelled up. It was the funniest thing ever. It looked like I had clown hands. Now I picked one, or I touched one with this hand, and my whole hand swelled up. Yeah, so I went with live rock and live sand, and you know, I'm enjoying it so far. Should be ready for fish, maybe some corals next week. So, you know, I'll do a little update with that, let y'all know what I'm getting myself into and all that fun stuff. And as my little scape here progresses, I'll update y'all with that as well, because I don't know what the deal is with it. I just can't, I don't know, I haven't figured it out, I guess. I'm still playing with it. Stay up late sometimes playing with it. It's a lot of fun, you know, it's new. It's something I haven't done before, and I'm having a lot of fun. And the light that I'm going to use, I haven't decided if I want to hang it from the ceiling or if I want to build something to come up out of the back and come over and hold it there. I may go that route. But something I'm also going to do, let me get my flashlight here. Something I'm also going to do is get some of this pink styrofoam board and put it back there. And you can see that I started from the beginning tying up my cords and stuff and making it nice and neat, because if you do it afterwards, it just becomes like a nightmarish headache. And I've learned my lesson from that in freshwater. You can see over here I have all my essentials. This is my essential energy bar, I guess. And this is all the non-essentials. And you see I don't have any non-essentials yet. So all I'm running on here right now, I don't even have a heater in here yet, is I have the protein skimmer running, and I have the Rio 2100 pump running. So those are the only mechanicals running right now. And they're doing really good. You know, I like that Rio pump. It's really quiet. It's actually quieter than the mag drives I've found. So I'm really liking that. You can see that I need to change my micron bag or sock, whatever y'all want to call it. I call them filter socks. I don't know. But I need to change that. I'm probably going to get, I don't know, 2 or 3 more of them. You know, that way I can have them, you know, just chilling out in here. I don't know, somewhere over here or something like that. And when one gets dirty, I can take it out, go wash it, just pop a new one in. And that way I'll just, you know, always have one ready. I don't know, it just sounds like a good idea. And I'm also in the process of building a little stand for this protein skimmer. Instead of having that Tupperware down there. Using light diffuser, or egg crate, as a lot of people like to call it, including myself. But you can see my skimmer. Let me try to get it good. There we go. There we go. You can see the bubbles are right down there at the bottom of the cone. So it's still breaking in. There's really nothing for it to skim anyway. All this live rock has been cured and all that fun stuff. So it's all good to go and everything else. And yeah, so you know, it's doing really well. That's a lot of dirt from the sand and stuff, and you can see it's starting to come up to the top there, so I really need to change that. But yeah, so I don't know, let me know what y'all think. You know, give me some comments, suggestions, whatever. I'll eventually take y'all to the fish room and show y'all what's going on there. But until then, as always, I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Happy fish keeping, and stay true to the hobby, peeps. Next video won't be so, you know, far away. Peace.